All right, we're live. My ski gear. Can you smell it? Can you smell that stale, stinky ski gear? It's a good smell. You know why? Because it means that we're pretty damn close to the start of a new ski season. 2024 was an absolutely sick year, one of the best years of my entire life. I was finally able to drop my corporate job and become a full-time YouTuber. It's the best job in the world, man. I get to ski, make videos, and entertain and make just enough cash to scrape by until the summertime, and then I became a garbage man. But last year was awesome. We skied some amazing POW days. We met some amazing people, tested out a bunch of new resorts. So thank you, all of you who watch my videos, who comment, who sip hot sauce with me. Just thank you. You know, you're making my dreams come true. I made this video last year. You guys and gals really enjoyed it, so I figured, what the heck, I'll make it again. If there's certain pieces of gear you want to see, it'll all be in the chapters below, so just choose. If you want to see goggles, if you want to learn about my quiver, boots, just skip. I'll put all the chapter markers down below so you can skip to the parts you want to hear, or you can just hang out with me. I'm doing this super raw dog. No brand is paying for this video. Some of this gear has been sent to me for free, but no one is paying me to make this video. There's no product placement, so it means I can say whatever the hell I want about everything that I own, and that's what I intend to do. My word is my brand, so you guys can always trust that I'm just giving you the honest truth about everything that I own, that I use, and that I also advertise on my channel. I'm super careful about any partner that I work with, and I want to ensure that I'm always, bringing you brand deals that you guys like. And that means I give up a lot of money and a lot of opportunity along the way, because I don't really want to, advertise some piece of powder that you guys don't want, So that's just the way I am. It's all gonna be honest. We're gonna pick stuff up. We're gonna talk about it. So let's talk about my gear. Last year I stripped down for you and I physically put my outfit on while I was talking about it. I don't feel like doing that this year. I don't feel like getting super hot and sweaty in my ski gear, so I'm just gonna hold it up. So hopefully you're all cool with that. But yeah, I have no desire to stand here in my base layers and my shell and my neck gaiter. Okay, first things first. My ski socks. For ski socks, I wear the Smartwool Merino wool over the calf POW printed socks. These are the lightest ones that they make currently. I think they stopped making my favorite ones, the PhD ski. This is the same sock, I believe, just with print on it. Smartwool socks usually rip after a year. These are now going on their second year, so that's pretty good. I like them. If you don't run a thinner sock, you run a thicker sock and you have foot pain, running a thinner sock is the best thing you can do to get more circulation, better feeling, warmer feet. It's always a good call. I like the Smartwool socks. Wouldn't say I'm in love with them, but they get the job done, and I keep buying them because they work. Now, base layers. Proper layering, especially in the south coast of BC here, is the most important thing you can do to stay warm, especially with wet conditions. Last year, every single day riding, I wore one of my two NF 100% fine merino riding shirts. NF is a mountain bike company based in Vancouver, but their merino is sick. I hate hanging stuff to dry, so I wash it, I chuck it in the dryer. Nothing's gone wrong with it. I got no holes. Keeps me warm, wick sweat, really can't beat it. Love my merino stuff. I am absolutely a creature of habit, and I hate changing stuff that's working, so I still run my Costco Paradox polyester with like 10% merino base layer bottoms. They work just fine. They don't get too stinky. They keep me the right temperature. These are just something I bought from Costco, but they still get the job done. 3 years running now. Mid layers. This Marmot mid layer isn't the fanciest. I bought it on sale probably 4 or 5 years ago, and I have no desire to change it. It feels comfortable. I hate having hoods under my ski jacket, so I always want just like a neck like this, and it feels great when your neck gaiter goes under this little zip up neck part, so then you can feel all toasty. So if I'm skiing and riding and it's pretty chilly, the second mid layer that I put on is my Patagonia Nano Puff. This is hands down my favorite jacket of all time. I wear it to work. I wear it out for dinner. I wear it around town. I wear it doing literally everything. I love this jacket. It's really stood the test of time, and I appreciate Patagonia's craftsmanship, because every other product I've worn as a daily driver is pretty much ripped on me. I destroy all technical apparel because personally I think most of it's built poorly, but this frickin' garment, this is the GOAT right here, the Nano Puff. Love that thing. For my insulating layer, I run an Eddie Bauer Downlight 800E hoodie. This thing is just your classic puffer. It's got holes all in it and burn holes from fires and whatnot. I just cover them up with duct tape. I'm not sure how this is still kicking around. I thought it was losing so many feathers that it just wouldn't actually still work, but this thing still keeps me toasty. It's got the hood for, you know, if I get really cold. Very seldom will I ever ski in this thing, but if I'm ski touring and I stop moving, I'll put this on right away, or if I'm at camp for the night, I'll wear this. This is my insulating and safety layer, so it'll always be in my backcountry ski backpack. I got this from a company work gift like 7 years ago, and still kicking around. So I love stuff that lasts. I wouldn't say Eddie Bauer is like good quality, and they don't do repairs. So if I get a new puffer, I'd probably go with something like, you know, Mountain Hardware or maybe Patagonia. But yeah, it's done the job for me. For anyone who's been around a while, you'll remember my classic ski outfit, the black pants and the gray and orange Helly Hansen jacket. I was stoked when Helly Hansen said they wanted to hook me up with a newer kit for last season. So I wore this all of last season. This is the Helly Hansen Elevation Infinity 3.0 setup. I think the gray color is super sweet, and I've got no complaints about the jacket or pants. The problem areas are still the same as my previous jacket. Zipper's been great, so I always worry about the zipper ripping. Zippers have all been really good. Love the comfort. These cuffs always rip on my jackets constantly. So these cuffs have already ripped after 1 year. And then we've got my shell pants. They're starting to kind of get all weird in the back. But once again, I'm super hard on gear. I've got one broken zipper on the shell pants. I'm super hard on gear. I'm not certain that there's a ski outerwear company that could handle the way I treat my ski shell jackets. So Helly Hansen, for the price, for the quality that you get, I think is like a really good balance. When the price goes up for some of these other brands, it's just for the brand name. The quality doesn't get any better. They slap a logo on it, trust me. It's all the same kind of mediocre materials that just barely keeps you dry. So why not get something at a cheaper price point? Just my opinion. You know, I'm actually not a gearhead. I'd be shocked if those pants make it through this season, but I've probably put more days on those pants than your average skier would put on their pants in like 9 years. Hard days. Neck gaiter, buff, whatever you want to call it. This is something I'm super stoked about this season. I've finally got, why am I trying to put it on over a hat? That didn't work. The neck gaiter is one of my favorite pieces of equipment. I love the feeling of my neck being warm and my face being protected. This is my own custom model I wore for most of last year. You also see me wearing it as a headband a lot. Sometimes I wear it as, you know, as like a bandana. I've even used it as a ski strap before when I forgot my actual ski strap. So great multi-use thing. I think everyone should have a buff, whether you're skiing, hiking, adventuring. They're just really handy multi-use tools. I finally got my act together, and I'm going to be selling my first ever product run of these buffs. So I'm going to sell a limited amount. They're going to come in early November. I'm going to sell them alongside those Ski Fast Burn Gas EV stickers, which I know you guys are all super keen to buy. So I'm going to release all of that well before Christmas, because I'll still be in town and able to ship this stuff off to you, but also it'll be before Christmas, and like these are the funniest stocking stuffers ever alongside some hot sauce. So super excited to finally get a neck gaiter to be made. 3 words: Hestra Fall Line. This is my 3rd year using the Hestra Fall Line mitts. I absolutely love them. You really can't go wrong with a good leather mitten. I've got nothing bad to say about these mitts. They're still keeping my hands warm and super comfy. And I feel like I still have solid dexterity with them, and I'm a bit of a weirdo, but if I'm climbing or using an ice axe, I'll still use these mittens because they keep my hands dry. I always use like a treatment on them, a leather treatment, every 7-10 wet days that I ski, but I find they work perfect. And I'm on the South Coast, one of the wetter places you could possibly be, and yeah, as long as you have a spot to dry them in the evening, they're gonna work awesome for you as well. I just love throwing all my gear. I have this big pile of stuff I've just thrown in this corner, but I'm not gonna show you that corner. Utility gloves. Where are my utility gloves? Are they in here? I might not have them. They might be in my truck. Would have been good if I had them in for the video. Can't find them right now. They're buried in my truck somewhere, but they're called Showa 300 latex work gloves. And when I was working on the garbage truck, they're what I wore. And they're great for scrambling. I've been hiking with them in the summer and doing some ski tours with them. So they're super cheap, and they're like a great kind of like lightweight glove you can wear when you're moving a lot, sweating a lot, but you still want like good grip on your hands. Kind of a sweet glove. I'd check them out. They're like a cheap, good option. Like definitely not something to use while skiing or riding on the resort, but like for a utility glove, just for whatever, ski touring, you're hiking, that kind of thing. Handy glove. Maybe you're a parent doing up a lot of boots all day. Yeah, lightweight, not going to keep your hands very warm, but like if your body's warm and your hands are already warm, it's a good kind of glove to use. Helmet. My brain bucket, I've still got the exact same helmet as I have for the last couple of years. Might be time to buy a new one. I've had a couple big falls in this, so it's probably time to switch it up. This is just a Smith Vantage MIPS helmet. I've always liked the feel. I always take the ear flaps out. It's been a really good helmet for me. I've got no complaints. I like the vents, how they can kind of air your head out. And it's a little tricky to mount cameras on this helmet because of all the kind of the contours and designs. Like a flatter helmet is easier, but like I still managed to get my 2 mounts on here, and it's fairly comfortable. Helmet, same one, still working pretty good for me. Ever since I can remember, I was a Smith goggle guy, just swore by the Chromopop. Last season, a bunch of companies started sending me goggles. Glade sent me goggles, Pauster sent me goggles, Outdoor Master sent me goggles, and I wore all of them and they just didn't really stick. And then a company came along called Zeal. Zeal's based out of Colorado, and they use the same lens technology as Maui gym glasses. Every dad wears Maui gym, so you know it's quality. There's a lot of bad goggles out there now. You buy a cheap lens on Alibaba, and like the amount of time we spend in the sun, you want to make sure your eyes are properly protected. Zeal makes some of the only polarized goggle lenses in the game, and that can really help with the reflection off of the snow. Some athletes and skiers don't like polarized lenses, but I had found absolutely no issue with them. They also make a lot of non-polarized versions. The first goggle I tried from Zeal was their Optimum Polarized Automatic Plus goggle. So this is the photochromatic goggle. It's sick. It's so clear. The amount of vision you get is just nuts. Like I don't even know how they did it with the technology, but your kind of just visibility range is huge, whatever that word is. I don't like photochromatic lenses. I find they kind of mess with the horizon when they're changing colors. I didn't like the Glades. I don't love these photochromatic lenses. I find there's just too much going on. I'm kind of prone to migraines, and like when I'd look in the horizon at mountains, things would kind of seem like a little wavy. So I don't know if that's just me being crazy, but I was like, maybe these goggles aren't going to work. Then I tried the Lookout, way better fit on my face, and just a way better experience for me overall. They've got a polarized lens version and a non-polarized. Personally, I like both. I thought they worked super great, had no issues with polarization at all. So Zeal is now not only the daily driver for my goggles, but they're also the daily driver sunglasses that I wear. So you'll probably see me in these sunglasses right here, the classics. These are the glasses I pretty much wear all the time. Ski touring, hiking, boating, chilling. I love them. I think they just look good. They look fresh. They're called the Zeal Easterly glasses. They got the gold frame, copper lens. They're my favorite glasses I've ever had, and they worked well for everything, and they've survived a year without me breaking them. which is pretty damn good. So not only does Zeal make sick goggles, they also make absolutely sick sunglasses. The other pair of sunglasses I wear are just these Uvex construction glasses. I wore these while I worked on the garbage truck. They're honestly like glacier glasses that kind of wrap around, and I find they just like protect well from like sand, stuff like that, and they're super cheap, right? So when you want just that backup glasses to just live in your touring bag, I find that these are a good option, and they also kind of block wind well. Yeah, just a fan of them. Just Uvex, crappy construction glasses. They work well for me. Now that we're done talking about the boring stuff, apparel, we can talk about the fun stuff. Skis. I am so beyond stoked to actually have a full quiver for the first time in my entire life, and that's all thanks to Nordica. If you're not aware, Nordica does sponsor me, and that's the reason I can give my skis the good old 1-2 beat down all the time and not feel as guilty as someone else would. I've actually never broken a pair of skis doing any dirt skiing. I've only broken skis once, and that was in DOA on my Nordica 115s. I just hit a shark and blew them up. But I feel super grateful to have Nordica teaming up with me. The relationship came about in a supernatural way. In 2021, I wanted some new skis for my Solomon rocker, so I started testing a bunch of different skis. I tested a Nordica Enforcer 104, and I made a video about it. They saw how well that video did, and they said, hey, we'd love to send you a pair. So that was the first pair I got from them, and the relationships just kind of blossomed from there. So I am fully equipped with a quiver for every width, for everything I would ever want to do. So first ski in the quiver, the skinniest ski, is the Nordica Enforcer 89. This ski is my carving ski. The new Nordica Enforcer graphic for this year is absolutely sick. Just take a look at it. It is as sexy as it comes. This thing's a ripper. I got it in 185 centimeter length, so I can take some, smaller radius turns. Usually 190 plus is where I like to ride, but I got this in a 185 just so I can take some snappier turns. This thing is a blast edge to edge, and I feel super stable, like the whole Enforcer line. I feel super stable on these things, can really get going fast and have a lot of fun on this ski. This could be a really good daily driver if you spend a lot of time on piste. This is the ski I'd say like you should definitely go for. So if you spend like almost all your time on piste, this is the ski I'd go for. I didn't love the performance off piste on this ski because it felt like a little bit wonkier with like no rocker and like just so skinny. It felt a little weird, but I only use it for carving. So I'll take this ski out on a day that I know I'm going to spend 90% of my time carving. Second ski in my quiver, we're going up in width. This is the Nordica Enforcer 99. So it rides like an absolute beast. This is the prototype top sheet because they gave it to me before they released the ski last year to test. And man, I love this ski. If I'm going to take two skis with me on a ski vacation, it's going to be the 99 and it's going to be the 114. So this is definitely a ski I see as one of my kind of daily drivers. It still crushes, I find, the groomed terrain. I can get a little deeper on edge with the 89, but all in all, I don't feel like I'm held back by the 99 width of this ski. And I feel like I can ski a lot more off-piste stuff on the 99 as well with kind of ease. So this is a super fun middle ground ski. If you're someone who's like living out east and likes carving and skiing off piste, like this is the ski that I would choose. I would also choose this if you're like a person on the West Coast who wants, a true like all mountain ski that's gonna do it all. Like this is the ski for you without like leaning too far powder or free ride. It can ski all conditions well. Big fan of the 99. On this one, I've just got a set of demo bindings, so nothing too special. Next ski in the quiver is the 104. So the Nordica Enforcer 104. This is the first ski I ever tried from them. Super close to my heart. I love this ski. It's super fun. Obviously 104, that's a touch wider than the 99. I think the 104 is perfect for like a West Coast do-it-all all-mountain ski. So you're going to get dumped But you're also going to have the odd days where you're going to be skiing harder pack stuff and you like to play a lot off piste. Super, super fun ski. I can take this out on any day and know that I'm going to have a good time. One thing about the Enforcer line to keep in mind is when you first get the ski, the tails are going to feel super grabby. So sometimes all you got to do is go in and just kind of get it tuned up and then detuned a bit on the tail, and it'll just feel less grabby. That out of the factory tune can be like pretty aggressive on the tail for a lot of people. But I find this ski to be an absolute blast, and is one I always find myself picking up kind of in the later parts of the season, the springtime, just kind of when I know I'm going to be doing a bit of everything. I love having this ski. Now, those are all Enforcers. The two other skis I have are the Unleashed lineup. So right here, we've got the Nordica Unleashed 108. This has been like my summer backcountry ski, and since I got it from Nordica, it's kind of been the overall daily driver. The Unleashed lineup is built, a little lighter than the Enforcer, so it's got more play, it's got more flex. The 108 is a super fun size. Like 108 is a great size, kind of for like a do-it-all pow ski. I still find I can carve super good on this ski. The bases are pretty whacked up on these guys, but I'm going to keep using these as like my kind of rock ski, preseason ski. This is the new graphic as well, pretty cool, kind of like a paint splatter or something. So this is like a ski you can be more playful on than the Enforcer. So if you ride in a playful way, but you also are still like an aggressive rider, it finds such a really happy medium. So you got that Nordica like chargeability, stability, confidence on this thing, but you can be more playful, has a bit more flex, ride a little more relaxed. 108's a super fun ski, definitely one I pick up all the time, but it isn't my favorite. My favorite ski out of all of them last season ended up being the Nordica Unleashed 114. So this is last year's graphic. This isn't the newest graphic. This is a year-old graphic. The 114 is actually lighter than the 108, which is interesting. Has a bit of extra kind of flex potentially. I don't even know. I don't know much. I just go off things by feel. And this is one of my favorite skis I've ever ridden on. On the POW, it just crushes it, tons of flotation. But on 114 underfoot, you might expect it to just ride miserably on groom stuff, and it doesn't. I can lay down an edge on these things. I can ski everything. I can be a bit smeary. I absolutely love this ski. Last year, I got a terrible core shot, and the edge almost got ripped out. I got it fixed up by the shop, so I'm leaving these until we got a bigger snowpack so I can ride on them. I personally love the Unleashed line, and I'd say if you find yourself skiing off-piste more than on-piste, go with the Unleashed. It's honestly crazy to have this many skis, and if I, wasn't sponsored, I'd probably only have two, and what would those two be? I'd have the 114 for touring, powder days, pretty much every day on the West Coast, and I'd have the 99 for kind of carving, mixed, spring days, that kind of thing. Those would be my two skis, but lucky for me, I don't have to make that choice, and I can literally have everything. Nordica's got two surprises for me this year, and one of them is going to be a touring specific ski and binding, which I'm super stoked to finally get. With all those summer missions, I love the PTs, one of my favorite bindings I've ever used, but with all the summer missions, it will be nice to finally get on a true backcountry ski. So I'll make sure to reveal those to you, what they are, what bindings I got once I finally get them, but that'll be a bit later this season. Ski bindings. So I got a few sets of bindings on these skis. On the 104s, I got Marker Jester 16s. They work great. Find them, light binding, holds me in, zero complaints. It's a classic. On both of my Unleashed, I have Marker Duke PT 16s. This will be my third year riding on PTs, and I love these things. Like, I literally can't really say anything bad about the PT binding, minus the fact that it's heavy as hell. So for a touring binding, it's extremely heavy, but for a hybrid resort and touring binding. I just don't really think it can be beat. The only things I find frustrating with the binding, like I said, are the weight of the binding. You do have to put the toe piece in your pocket, which is kind of annoying. But the benefit of having a full toe piece on the downhill is just like, it's amazing, man. Like, you just feel that confidence. Sometimes I find this kind of, the riser on the back can be finicky to pull up with your pole. Not the end of the world. I don't even run risers very often, but that kind of annoys me. Other than that, I've never had a mechanical issue. I've never had a freeze up. I've never been able to not get my toe in. So really love the Duke PT bindings, and I'd recommend it to anyone who wants like a one quiver ski for POW and backcountry. Like this right here, a 114 with a Duke PT. If you like charging hard on the resort and you want something you can take into the backcountry, but you're not all fussed about being ultra light, like kind of like me, I don't really care that much about being ultra light. It's a great binding. Ski boots, my worst enemy. I say that because my feet always struggle to fit into them. All of last year, I ran the Nordica Strider 130. This boot isn't in circulation anymore, but I really loved it. I felt like it was stiff enough for me, and it also worked just fine touring. Took me a while to fit my weird ass feet into them, but I got it done, and it's starting to get pretty packed out now, and the shells, you know, getting slowly destroyed, but overall still holding up after a really, really hard season and summer of use. I've got a new boot from Nordica here, the Nordica Unlimited 130. This boot is their newer kind of alpine touring kind of hybrid boot. And I actually got this from them last season. I never decided to get fit into it because I was still trying to fit into those Striders well. So I just didn't feel like getting fit into these. These are a lighter boot than the kind of Nordica Strider. They also have better flexion when you go into walk mode. So I'm gonna try and work myself into these this season because they're just lighter, and it'll be nicer to have a lighter boot when I'm doing ski tours, especially the summer ski tours. So I'm gonna work hard to fit my foot into this boot, but I still think the Strider is gonna be my daily driver for the ski season, and then I'll slowly work my foot into the Unlimited as we move along through the season, and I imagine it's, you know, gonna work pretty well once I get into it. I just think it's a lighter boot, so for like the big skis I ride, I still need a boot that feels more alpine specific than touring specific. And like this boot, I think is gonna lean a little more touring specific, a little more light. Like I'm a heavy guy, close to 200 pounds with big skis. So I need to make sure, you know, I've got a boot that can like not get over flexed on me. Ski poles. These are the Dioram Apollo FR poles, and I got these last year. These are the new version from this year. I've got the old version here. Right here, you can see them all bashed up and dirty and scratched and used. To be honest, I always never really thought much about poles. I just used whatever I'd get from a garage sale or what was left over in my parents' house and mix and match, and I still 100% stand by that mentality. Now, Dioram made this pole for freeride. It's super robust, and I used it for an entire season. Usually I break at least one pole per season, but here's my older one. Nothing broke on these. The clasps still work fabulously, still holding the pole in well, and these are scratched to shit. You know, I use these, I dig them into the snow this way. I hit things, I've climbed all summer with them, so I'm brutal on my poles. Nothing snapped, nothing's bent, nothing's broken. So a really, really solid build on these poles. Last year, when I used them, I noticed the grip was kind of awkward on my hands. You guys made fun of me for choking up too much. So now they've made it a little more ergonomic, so it feels nice on the hands. Swing weight still feels good. They've got these sweet, cool pole straps, which are pretty wide, which you can use. Since I backcountry ski a lot, I trained myself to not use pole straps, so I'm going to take these pole straps off. Up on the top here, they've got this mono mount, which they sell as well, which goes into the top of the pole. So that's where I put my GoPro, is in the pole right there. They've got their signature RAV pole basket. I never do any follow cams with a GoPro. I'm always using an Insta360. So I don't really care for this pole basket that much, and I might put my own custom basket on, but I'm just kind of too lazy to do that, or why spend the money. Really good set of poles. Would definitely recommend if you're looking to, you know, spend a bit of money on poles, but like I totally get it if you don't want to spend money, but I haven't broke them. So, you know, saving money by having a piece of equipment that's actually robust. Ski backpacks. So I've got two backpacks that I run on the regular. My first one, this thing's a legend. It's a BCA Stash 20 pack. I bought this used from a guy on Facebook, would be 5 years ago now, or 6 years ago. Bought this used. This is my winter resort bag. This is my summer hiking bag. This is my summer ski touring bag. And this is my like small spring ski touring bag when I'm not worried about any avalanche conditions or whatever. This bag is bomb proof, man. I carry so much weight in it. I love this thing. Nothing is ripped. Nothing is wrecked. Like I can't believe this even still functions. Like the best $30 I've ever spent in my life. BCA makes good shit. My other backpack that I use for ski touring is my BCA E2 Alpride Avalanche bag. This airbag is 35 liters and has been a super solid companion for me in the backcountry the past couple years. I think it's a solid build. I love it. I love this little stash pocket here where I can put my water bottle. I love the comfort of it. I love how I can put my camera into this little slot right here, hold my walkie-talkies in there. It's got everything you need in a backpack, and the electronic airbag system is fabulous. Extra safety measure, why not? The only thing I don't like about the bag is sometimes when you have a lot of weight on your back, or you're doing a lot of cliff drops or whatever, this zipper here that holds the avalanche kind of airbag in here, this zipper can open up and the airbag can start escaping when you're, you know, in the field. So that's been annoying to do that zipper up when it comes off in the field. Sometimes happens a couple times a day. That's the biggest downfall of this bag. But I don't know like how to combat that, because it's like, well, it needs to be able to escape. So you don't really want to cinch that shut. The bag needs to be able to escape. If that zipper was too strong, you know, your airbag wouldn't pop out. So that's fine by me, but that's the one little nitpick. So maybe they'll fix that in future iterations of the bag, but works for me. Okay, my travel boot bag. So this is the Diamant Weekend Warrior ski boot bag. You might remember my one from last year right here, the gray one. Everywhere I travel, I take this bag with me. This is their new and improved model for this season. These bags are sick. They're robust, they're comfortable, they're stylish, and they can hold your ski boots. So it's got a big pocket in the bag in the back right here that holds your ski boots, right? Your ski boots go behind this right in here, and then you can hold all your other stuff. So your ski boots go in here, then you can zip that up, gloves, goggles, everything close it up, and it fits under your seat on an airplane, or you can put it, you know, above and carry on. It's for taking through security, man. So when you're doing a lot of flying, and I'm going to be doing a lot of flying this year, this is going to be my baby. It's going to come with me absolutely everywhere. Such a simple invention, but a genius one at the same time, to be able to just have a good looking compact boot bag you can fly with. Perfect. All my safety gear is still the same as last season. I've got the Black Diamond Recon BT Avalanche transceiver. It's got the Black Diamond, you know, PIPS technology. I really trust that. I think it's a great beacon. I've got a BCA shovel. The B2 extendable works great. Shovel's hard, still quite sharp. I've used this more for digging jumps, fortunately, than I have for digging anybody out of snow, but this always lives in my backpack. There's lighter versions out there, but I just trust the robust quality of all of BCA's products. This is the BCA Stealth 300 probe. It's on the longer side for probes, but I'd rather have a longer probe than a shorter one. So those are the safety equipment pieces I always have in my bag. In terms of functional kind of ice and snow tools, I run a Black Diamond Raven 55 centimeter ice axe. This is handy when you're, you know, climbing up steeper couloirs in case you need to self-arrest, or if you want to use it as a climbing tool. I think the Raven was cheap and it works good for what I do. I'm not that crazy of a ski tour, nor do I plan on getting any crazier. I just a skier at heart, right? I'm not a mountaineer, but it's good to have all the safety tools when you start adventuring into some bigger terrain. I could have gone with something even smaller. It's a little bit long for a ski backpack. So if you're gonna get an ice axe, I would recommend it. It's for skiing, like maybe even go shorter than 55 centimeters. Raven or something that's like curved could be good. For crampons, I run the Black Diamond Sabertooth crampons. These aren't the lightest in the game, but like I said, you know, I'm a resort skier before a backcountry skier, so I have all the tools I need to be safe on those missions when I go on them. It does the job for me, and I don't go out enough to justify having like the most ultralight backcountry setup of all time. I really just don't care. All of my gear is pretty damn heavy. Skins. This will be the 4th year that I've used G3 universal climbing skins. If they've worked for 4 years, I don't know what's a better way to, you know, to show the quality of them. These things are getting beat down, but they're still sticky and they still hold me on the snow. So G3's universal skins are awesome. I'm not even sure if G3 sells stuff anymore. I heard they're having some trouble, which is too bad because they're a local Vancouver company and they make really solid backcountry products. But yeah, these skins are still my kind of daily driver skins for any backcountry mission. Never forget your ski straps. I have a bunch of different ski straps. These Titan utility straps always live in my backpack. They're great for strapping your skis together, maybe strapping a backpack if something's broken, being a hair tie. There's a million things you can do with ski straps. So ski straps are fun. You know, you kind of lose them sometimes. Your buddies give you one. They're just kind of like a universal thing every backcountry skier should carry. And you know, they're meant to be shared among friends and peers in the field. You know, when someone loses a strap, give them a strap. You know, they always seem to come around. My satellite communicator, I always keep it in my truck, so I don't have it in the house right now, but the satellite communicator I use is a Spot X. It's done a great job the past couple of years. I've never called an SOS, but I often will message Laura when I'm on the mountain or at a summit to say, hey, we made it to the summit, we're turning around, we're on time. Send her a message like that, a satellite message. It's also always there if there's an emergency situation. Super important thing to have, especially as a backcountry skier, in case you ever have to call an SOS and there's some sort of safety situation. It could really save your life. So I love the Spot X. Has worked great for me. Another, you know, great option is just to get a Garmin InReach. Lots of people have those, and they have a few more navigational capabilities that my Spot X doesn't have. These are probably the best pickup I had all of last year. I just purchased these myself. Having walkie-talkies in the backcountry is so helpful for so many reasons. It's also great on the resort if you're skiing with family. These are the Rocky Talkie mountain radios. Rocky Talkie makes a really good radio. It's really trusted, and these things are pretty badass and robust. I just keep them on my backpack all the time. I have, you know, don't take them swimming, but haven't had any issues with rain, water, nothing. Super durable, and the connection's always great from one walkie-talkie to another. So I couldn't recommend a piece of technology anymore than the Rocky-Talkie. If you're looking for one, this is definitely a great option. And it helped us with our safety, and we also had a hell of a lot of fun with these as well, just chirping each other on ski trips, which was hilarious. Of course, it wouldn't be another gear video without me talking about my favorite piece of equipment, the Dry Guy portable boot dryers. Nothing is worse than stinky ski boots. And the way to combat that is to keep your boots dry. They're not gonna mold. They're not gonna deteriorate as fast. So every day when I get back from skiing, I pop these portables into my boots. Doesn't matter if I'm living out of the truck, hostels, hotels, or my apartment. I bring these with me in my luggage. I pop them in my ski boots, and it makes my liners dry for the next day. It also keeps your feet warm when you don't show up with wet liners the next day. So Dry Guy portable boot dryers. These things are the absolute GOAT. The #1 product, if you don't have, I think you just should buy. They're cheap and they're a life changer. If you've got a bigger family, there's other like bigger options, but for like a single person, these things rock. So that's it. There's everything I'm gonna ski with this season. And last but not least, there's one more important piece of ski equipment. Probably the most important. You know what it is. What, you thought I wasn't gonna drink hot sauce in this video? Nah. It ain't a ski day without a bit of liquid courage.
I-35 with the top down, quick to tell a hater they should get like me. Seem like everybody wanna be the boss, but it costs and these lames ain't shit like me.
That's hitting today. That's hitting hard. Let me know. Holy. Got a bit of a cold, so I'm probably gonna burn the bug away. Whew. In the description of the video, I'll have discount codes and links for all of the products I talk about in this video. All of these are going to be affiliate links, so if you want to purchase anything that I've shown in this video, click on the link, I'll get a small commission, and for some of these products, I have partnerships with these brands, so you can get a small discount if you use my code, and others, I just have a straight affiliate link where if I sell something, I get a small commission. So you're scratching my back, and if you get a discount, I'm scratching yours. So it's just a good back scratch party we got going on. But like I said, no one's actually paying for this video. These are just, you know, some partners, and anything I use, I have a link to in case people want to buy it. It's just a good way for me to make, you know, a little bit of revenue. So thank you if you do use any of those links. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions about my ski gear, my quiver, my outerwear, whatever it may be. Let me know if you got any questions. I'd be happy to answer. That's everything that I'm gonna be using, and hopefully you enjoyed me just kind of talking through all that stuff. Oh, snow's gonna be falling soon, so we're gonna be putting this beautiful quiver to good use in just a few weeks. So stay stoked, everyone. Stay safe, and most importantly, stay spicy. I'll see you in the next one. Sayonara.